So it's crazy how this interview came about. I write for the Philadelphia Tribune,
Okay.
and I was inquiring about the song that you guys have with the Eagles players. And they kept telling me, we have to figure out their schedule, have to figure out their schedule. And I'm like, well, what the hell are they doing? Well, now we know.
Right.
Yeah, we do a lot, man. We do a lot. Boys and Men works. We are workers. We've been raised to work. That's what we do. 80
Yes,
shows, some odd shows a year. Other than what else we do, we work.
Yeah.
right. So congratulations, man. Season 12 winners.
Yes, yes.
Boyz II Men,
Let's
aka
go.
the Buffaloes. First of all, no one can harmonize the way that you guys are harmonizing on that show. So that alone was a dead giveaway. But what an incredible show. I did see the season finale, even though it hasn't aired.
Uh-huh.
I literally was brought to tears.
Hmm.
First of all, what made you guys go on this show? And then why the Buffaloes? I want to start there.
Well, we were asked to do the show for at least 3-4 years, and
Yeah.
we weren't able to do it because our schedule. The one time that they asked us to do it, I caught COVID, so it was the day before we were supposed to do it, and the last time we were like, okay, it's obvious they're going to keep asking us, so let's just do it. You know what I mean? Let's go on. If we win, we good. If not, we go home. But when they put us in the schedule that we had was so rigorous that we had 2 weeks off, and they threw it in our 2 weeks. So we were like, look, let's just go there. Let's lose after the first couple shows. Let's lose
We
and
try to
let's
get
go
kicked out,
home.
yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
home and have
Get
our
our 2 weeks. That's
off.
right.
Yeah.
You
Get
know
our
what I
two
mean?
weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks off.
Literally, we were trying to self-sabotage so much. We actually was said, all right, cool. So we're not gonna sing like Boys to Men at all.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna sing different parts and this, that, and the other thing. But when we got there and the energy and we saw all those vocalists that were on the show and we heard them actually performing, and we were like, okay, so we can't lose a singing competition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're like the most
It's
infamous
We can lose a
group
lot
of
of
all
stuff, not
time.
that.
Exactly. We can lose a lot of stuff. Exactly, Nate. Just not that.
Right.
And so when we saw the energy and everything, we said, you know what? Let's stay and win and then leave. I think it'll be better that way. It's a better story if we win.
Yeah.
So we
Why
did.
the Buffaloes?
Oh, well, that was their idea.
That was their
Yeah,
idea.
That was their idea, and it kind of
Right.
we kind of fell in love with it because it symbolizes who we are. You know what I'm saying? As a group, as people, the whole, the herd, the sticking together, sticking up for each other. Everybody got their own
Right.
part. Everybody supports different things. We rock together. That's just who we are. Through thick and thin, we are Buffaloes.
Yeah.
Love that. There were some bizarre guesses. I saw like Cedric and the Kings of Comedy.
You better believe it.
Bone Thugs and Harmony was
Bone
my
Thugs and
that one
Harmony.
right there. Again, and I gotta
Color
keep
Me
saying this.
Bad.
No offense to Bone Thugs, because it's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up. So I'm in. But those singing those songs,
Yeah. Yeah. It was. I think they have to kind of keep the crowd also guessing for those who might not be as maybe well versed as other people. So they throw these names out to kind of give people a chance to think, well, could it be? I don't know. I don't know their music. And honestly, it's good for that particular artist too, because a lot of times the people will go back and say, well, who are Bone Thugs and Harmony?
right?
And who are they? So it's a good look. Just to even mention that name, it's this shows is viewed by millions of people. So just to have your name mentioned as a guest is a cool thing.
Right.
So,
But
Yeah.
not
and
only
again, I
not,
think it's just a mechanism to keep people guessing.
yeah. And not only that, it's like, the beautiful thing about the guesses is that, yeah, they might say who you are and they might say, who you're not. But the audience, after every performance was screaming, Buffaloes,
Oh
Right.
yeah,
Buffaloes. So
Right.
it
That's
doesn't
right.
really matter who you are.
Right.
yeah.
As long as
Because
you
they ain't saying
perform.
Boys and Men, they saying Buffalo.
Exactly. And
Right.
that's what it was just good to hear them scream something else other than Boys to Men and like
Yeah.
it just as much.
Yeah.
So who's the wasp? And we're none of this is gonna be published until after the show, but who's the wasp?
Mario.
The Wasp is
I
Mario.
knew it was Mario. Nobody can do runs. The
Right.
run that Mario does, no one
Yeah.
can do Mario.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
knew
he's he's fucking sweet, bro. He's sweet.
One of the baddest vocalists the world has ever known.
Yeah, man, he's sweet.
Like, seriously. Which made us even step our game up even more.
You better
So
believe it.
because we knew after hearing him who it was. So we were like, okay.
Yeah, he's like
sure.
one of the ones that we did figure out. Everybody else, we were like, but we figured him out.
Yeah, because his voice is so distinct.
Right.
So when we knew that we were up against him, we were like, yo, we got to make sure that we have our vocals and everything on point.
Snapper.
Yeah, because he is who he is. He's a great singer, and he could have won just as easy.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure that we made it hard, and fortunately, we came out on top.
So who did you think Mario was gonna be between you and Mario? Like, who was your biggest competition?
It was a lot. Let me tell you something. It was a lot of competition. See, because it's not, although it is a singing competition, it's not just about the singing. It's about the interaction. It's about the energy. Like, like you literally have to be a mascot. You can't stand there and act like and just stand there and answer questions. You got to be animated. You have to, to win the crowd over. You got to win.
It's about it's a total performance, whether you're singing or whether you're just out there. However, as soon as you come through those doors, it's about whatever you perform for the crowd. Because you win the crowd, you win the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are those costumes heavy?
Yes.
Heavy, hot, uncomfortable.
Yes. Terrible.
Awkward.
Absolutely terrible.
Big feet.
And you can only see out the nose.
Out the nose. That's all you can see.
Yeah.
I have to ask, who was the one, because you guys have the mask on, who was the one that was emotional? Who got emotional?
I mean,
we all got emotional, but I think Sean was you were the one that was most visual.
Yeah, because I think when we were singing the Sam Smith song, as we were singing, as I was looking into the crowd, like people were really moved.
Yeah.
I cried.
I was crying. People were moved and they went as far as crying, some of them. And
did that play yet? That didn't play yet.
No, not yet. That's the one that's coming.
And it really just dawned on me that this is why we do what we do. No one knows who we are. Everybody's just being moved not by who we are, but what they hear. And that's what music should always be about.
That's what
we've fallen so far away from all of that. It's always about controversy and who somebody's dating and who somebody is with and drugs or a fight or all this other stuff. It has nothing to do with the music. And this show, as ironic as it is, focuses on what people should focus on when it comes to songs, and it's how it should make you feel. So as I was watching the crowd be moved by what we were doing, I in turn felt that same energy and was just as moved. You know what I mean? So that's why I got emotional, because it was like, this is what it's about. This is why we do this in the first place. It wasn't about to be famous and be rich or to date somebody famous or anything like that. That all came with it, but it was about the music first. And that's why this show was so dope, because it tapped in. We tapped back into what it's all about.
Right. Well, congratulations. Before I go, I want to ask the reason why I even reached out in the first place. The song with Travis and Jason Kelce, the Christmas song. You guys have one of the most iconic Christmas songs of all time. What was it like working? Did you even want to work with football players who are singing? What was the reaction to that request?
Yeah, I mean, the Kelce brothers reached out to us and they thought that we could lend our voices to the song, and we did it, and it was fun. But at this point at our lives, Mina, we just want to do things that are cool and or fun. Good and fun. That's it. It's for a good cause. The proceeds to the song goes to their respective charities and ours as well. So it's a win-win. Like, what is it? Yeah, I mean,
there are times in your career where you have to do what everybody tells you to do. But after, 33 years or so of doing that, you get to a point where now you can just do what you want to do, what you like to do, what makes you happy.
Right. And we felt like that was cool to do. So and shout out to the Kelsey brothers for being, such gracious human beings and allowing us to be a part of that project. It's cool.
Well, thank you guys so much. I've been following you my whole life. I've been on air in Philly for 12 years. It's really an honor.
Nice.
Yeah.
We gotta stop through down there when we come through.
Yeah.
Come through, man.
I will take care of you. Thank you so much for being patient with
Congratulations,
me
guys.
over email.
Thank you, Mina. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays,
Got some
guys.
meetings.
Yeah.